It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Thanks for joining us for the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. The clock is running out on the regular season. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, it's been all about winning games right now. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. Shaq, as we close in on the end of the regular season, some teams are already looking ahead to the playoffs. What do you think is more preferable, having home court advantage or well-rested players?
Well, home court advantage is important, but it does you no good if your guys are injured or worn out. One thing you want to keep up is your energy and spirit. So whoever is out there, they got to give 199.278561245587781247%.
Wow, that's giving a lot of effort out there. But see, I'm from a different era, Ernie, man. In the past years, guys didn't take games off unless they were seriously injured. Now they kind of rest guys in an 82-game schedule. If you're going to do that, you might as well just shorten the schedule if guys need rest. I'm not really into that, but this is going to be a great, great season.
I may have to miss the next game. My arm hurts a little.
Oh, my God.
Well, you can do that, Ernie. You're a Hall of Famer.
Oh, my gosh.
Kevin Harlan is standing by.
Kevin.
The pipes.
Hall of Fame Harlan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Phoenix Suns come in for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. And with the worst record in the NBA, they simply don't have the talent to win that many ball games.
And they prove that they know how to beat this team. We saw that in the first meeting. Can they make it a clean sweep on the season series? We'll find out tonight.
You know, they certainly have the...
So Phoenix will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. T in a 2-guard. E.J. Tucker is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Young, and it's Len in at the 5 spot. Screen by Scola, and Voigt kicks to Dellavedova. A 3-pointer off the mark. And it's the Suns with the ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
You know, they completely dominated the pace at which this was played. They scored at will, and it was on the road. Even more impressive.
And those are the first points of the game.
Not a bad way to kick things off for them offensively. Let's see if they can build on it.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team. Man, when you look at the Nets over the past couple years, it's really astounding. I mean, they've been near the bottom of almost every major statistical category as a team. I mean, that means that they really have nothing to count on to stabilize themselves when they aren't going well in a game. And when you don't have an identity as a team, boy, it is hard to find consistency.
2 on the clock. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Young outside to the left side wing. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
Down low. Here's Lopez, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. He's off on the second. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. Shot's good from Young.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Dellavedova with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Near the 3-point line, it's Foy. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes you just need that first basket to get them off and running. Let's look and see if they get comfortable now.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded closely.
He doesn't have a polished inside game by any means, but that's an opportunity he should convert.
And drafted out of St. Mary's College, combo guard Matthew Dellavedova, the ideal role player.
Yeah, I think Kevin offensively such a good passer, spot-up shooter, defensively very high effort and very physical. You ask his teammates, they love his unbridled passion for the game.
Yeah, easy call.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Phoenix leading by 6. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. Let's see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And Prez looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3 points.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Suns.
And they've been right about in the middle of the pack here. Not falling in love with the long-range game, but they've also been aggressive, finding shots closer to the rim.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the basket by Scola.
That's a perfect mid-range jumper. All he needs is an inch of space, and they gave it to him.
And here's Young. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. We've seen the role of positions change so much, Doris. Do you think traditional centers are something that is falling now out of favor?
I mean, you think about traditional low post, back to the basket centers. And I'll go back as far as George Mikan, Bill Russell. Now you transition to Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, guys who...
Phoenix leading by 11. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Scola, then it's Bogut, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Young, right side, 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Hollis Jefferson.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
Just the rise and fire. He takes advantage of his size to come into the mid-range and make a jumper.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. There's a good screen. Trying to find Scola. He's got it now. Pass to Bogut. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Alex Len picks one up.
An NBA all-rookie first team, then much later, an NBA champion. Bogut's had every other kind of season in between.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for the Nets. And for the Suns, Dudley comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Booker. Phoenix leading by 9. And the pass to T. And Tucker has it in the corner. Here's Young. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, gorgeous floater by Young. Impossible to defend given his soft touch.
And Foye kicks to Dellavedova. Here's Bogdanovich. Guarded by Tucker. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
And that was definitely a play where he just seemed to not have a good perspective on where he was.
Young outside. Up, off. Oh!
An extraordinary finish. Young really takes pride in how he finishes at the basket.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn. It's stolen by Bogut. There's Foy with the three. A rebound by Young.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that again.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good. Well, Doris, we know so many teams rely on threes and layups. Is the mid-range game still relevant in the league?
It certainly is to a guy like Sean Livingston.
It is indeed.
I mean, that guy specializes in it.
Good example.
Yeah, listen, I like the mid-range. I don't think you can eliminate any of the three levels of the game. At the rim, in the mid-range, or at the three-point territory. To me, it's all important.
I wonder if defenders sometimes, though, feel like that's that gray area where they don't know, should I go out? Should I play him only deep? I think sometimes that creates a lot of question. That mid-range game can be equally as effective.
Well, you have so many organizations who philosophically will say we only want point-blank layups or threes. And so if you've come or been exposed to that mindset, it sort of messes with you. I just, in the analytics era, I would say I want balance.
Yes. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Heat delivered a performance for the ages. He scored 17 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. His big display illustrated exactly the kind of success this team has enjoyed this season. And Kevin will be looking for more of the same from them tonight.
All right, thanks, David. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
He was maybe the most competitive guy on the court, and I hope he brings that same attitude, that same swagger tonight.
And it's interesting, Bogdanovich came over from Croatia a couple years back. He's shown flashes, Greg, of talent, especially offensively, but he's still putting it all together.
Yeah, I think consistency is the key for him. Sometimes he's aggressive, other times he just disappears. Does have good size and strength for a wing, can hit from the outside, also finishes well around the basket. I like to see him create more for his teammates. And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
You know, once you get out of rhythm, it's difficult to recapture it. Now they've...
And that does it for the first half of play. Suns ahead, up 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
All right, gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Do not let up, gentlemen. Play with the same enthusiasm, and let's get this W.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Well, there are very few defenders who can check him one-on-one. And in fact, collectively, he's a challenge for defenses.
Here's who Earl Watson is starting the second half with. T, he's in at shooting guard. Alex Len out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's Young in at the point guard position. Len with the block.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The three from Dudley. Good on the triple. Dudley's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Suns.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Scola, a screen on Young. Lopez, a screen. Dellavedova kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Lopez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Doris, of course, you played point guard. You know all about that position. You know all about the game. We're seeing a renaissance, in fact, at that point guard position right now in the NBA. But just for the moment, if you will, talk about the mentality of playing point guard.
Well, I think the most important aspect of this is you are the caretaker of your team, and caretaker implies many things. First and foremost, you've got to be intimately familiar with every position on the floor. You've got to understand your job and then the jobs of everybody else. And then, as importantly, it's your responsibility to make everybody feel good. So if your power forward hasn't touched the ball in 6 or 7 trips and he's a main scorer, you find that. The position forces you to take a broad perspective of the game.
For Phoenix, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. Both free throws good from Len. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's Bogdanovich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for the Suns, a lot was made of players wanting out and demanding trades. Doris, maybe their biggest obstacle has been the health of Eric Bledsoe.
Right, it's debatable, Kevin. Top 20, top 30 when he's healthy, but he's now torn his meniscus in both knees. This is a player with elite athleticism, and that's part of what makes him special. Injuries tough to predict and can force a franchise to revise their timelines.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I can't hear you, New York.
And it's 6 points for T. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Now here is Dellavedova, defended by Young. Lopez a screen. Dellavedova kicks to Bogdanovich, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket in this one. Suns leading by 14. The dish to Tucker. Here's T. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
T's gotten all of his threes to drop for him. 3 for 3. Dellavedova kicks to Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Len. No good that time. Good D by Lopez.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
Right wing. Tucker dishes to Len. Soft touch off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Boy, when he's in rhythm like this, the whole team benefits. His scoring efficiency gives them a major advantage.
Hey, watch me, watch me. Timeout, timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Nets. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
Well, defense is about hustle, hard work, and cooperative effort, and you got the feeling all of that was a major point of emphasis in this game plan.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Nets. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Luis Scola. And the Suns making a change here as well. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Jared Dudley.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Count that one. And the Suns lead by 16.
And you have to admire the penetrating ability of Young, just slashing apart the defense with his speed.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Booker. Clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game, and he recovers it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Booker outside. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 16. Here's Foy with the 3, and the Nets another 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Young outside. Here's Tucker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Hollis Jefferson passes to Dellavedova. Fires the 3. The rebound by Young. Suns leading by 13. He dishes it to Tucker. Here's Booker, and count it from 19 feet away. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
Very rare for a guy to enter the league with such a polished mid-range shot. Booker, so impressive.
Now, here is Foy. D right on him. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Bogut.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Phoenix has gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Kicks to Len. Shoots a fader. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
You know, I think it goes back to fundamentals. I didn't see guys creating for their teammates, and that really led to some poor shot selection.
Suns leading by 15. Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. Len, a screen. And Tucker has it in the corner. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Dellavedova. No good on that one. And as we welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Randy Foy, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Vasquez. And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for T.J. Warren. T's checked in for Brandon Knight. Young is subbed in for Levens. Bogut out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Foy. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. And that one drops. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Lopez. Now here is Dellavedova, defended by Young. He tries for 3, and with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Dellavedova. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now Dudley, back to Young. 5 to shoot. Len, a screen. Young's shot is off. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Dellavedova dishes to Foy. Dudley against Bogut. 3-pointer, Dellavedova, and the Nets another 3.
It's just stellar court vision by Bogut. Sees the defense is unbalanced and then finds the open man.
Now, here is Young, guarded closely. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Len. Rebound, Brooklyn. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Foy. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Bogut. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Tucker hands it from downtown.
20,
and the Suns lead by 8.
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
This is as close to a done deal as you can get.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 8.
Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Don't quit until the final buzzer goes off. Now let's finish this and go home.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. And it's Dellavedova missing. So it's Phoenix now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Young passes to T. He kicks to Dudley. And stolen by Scola.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, their last chance has come and gone.
And it's Foy missing. Passes it to T. Dishes it to Young. T, the pass to Dudley. And Tucker has it in the corner. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Hey, it's open.
Hey, what's up, Prez?
Hey,
I'm sorry, my presentation went a little longer than I expected.
Oh, don't worry about it. I actually, I got a split. I got to see Bruce, and then we got to hit the gym, and it never stops, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, about that, I wanted to talk. You know, things between us, it's just never enough time in a day.
I know, I'm sorry about that. We had the road trip, and then we had to come back here. We've been in practice and busy.
Look,
and
it's cool.
It's excuses, but
It's cool. It's just, you know, I think maybe when we get a hang of things a little better, we can reconnect.
All right, so you want to...
For now.
For now.
For now. I just think the timing is what it is.
Okay, well, if you feel like that's best for you, then I feel like that's best for you.
Good. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Could we still be friends at least?
Of course. We better be kicking it still.
All right.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great, in some minds, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going. And tonight we got a couple of teams, both of them terrific from long range. And Doris, that's become such an emphasis in today's game. Would you agree with that?
I don't think there's any question. There's been a real devaluing of the mid-range or in-between game in the NBA. Most offenses seem to be driven toward shots at the rim or shots behind the three-point arc, and that's driven very much by what I would call this analytics generation. New owners who come from business, very numbers-driven. And listen, you know, depending on which organization you belong to, the emphasis on that situation is contingent on what the philosophy is. But there's no question that quality threes are important for most offenses in the league. Greg Popovich has said it. You simply can't win without shooting a high percentage from three.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Suns. T in at shooting guard. Len out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Young. And it's Tucker in at the three spot. Dishes it to Young. Just 5 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And in that game, boy, did they shoot it lights out from beyond.
Oh, no question. It's one thing to be prolific from downtown because you've taken a lot of shots, but they were accurate, and that is the crucial aspect.
Picked by Horford. Outside Bradley. That one off the back iron and out. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blockers they face in this matchup. He said if we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover and get set, that'll help. Also putting them on the move in half-court sets, whether ball screens or screen and roll can help as well. We'll see if his team executes his game plan, Kevin.
Wonderful stuff, David. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, guys.
And I think it's going to take not just one approach, but several. I mean, they are so good at making adjustments defensively. They'll have to be ready to adjust on the fly as well.
Well, I think this is going to go back and forth. You have two excellent coaches and two teams, each looking to establish dominance early.
Glenn, a screen. Off the screen, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
Thomas kicks to Horford. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Horford's got his second bucket of the night. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now, here's Tucker, defended by Crowder. One kick kicks it to Tucker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Young against Thomas, and there's the 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Hill.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Suns leading by 3. Young passes to Tucker. Back to Young. Now the feed to Tucker. Passes it to T. From outside the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
There's a screen. Horford with a screen on Young. There's Thomas with the 3. The shot off that time. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. The kick out to Young. Launches it. Tucker can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 6.
Well, you watch Earl Watson coaching the Suns team. It's easy to see why they wanted him. He seems to connect really easily with these guys. Great motivator. Will always have this group fighting from start to finish.
Here we go. Let's draw it up. We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on them.
Regroup, devise a new strategy moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Hill comes in for Jerebko. Well, the Celtics shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Setting the floor for the Suns. T in at 2 guard. Devin Booker out there with Warren. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Young in at the point guard. At the elbow, it's Warren. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. No one near him. Buries the jump shot. Crowder's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Celtics. Suns leading by 11. Young outside. Feeds the Len. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You look at the league as a whole, Doris, so much great talent in the NBA right now, but if you could go back, say in a time capsule, back to any era, what era or year would you like to go back to? And who would you like to see play live?
Well, probably a couple for me. Rick Barry would be very high on that list because I listen to experts talk now in casual conversations, and they often talk about Rick Barry as being a guy they think could be successful now. Moses Malone, you know, as a fan, I grew up just on the tail end of Moses's career. But you talk about a guy who had a dominant stretch, and then I would love to have seen Dr. J a little bit more again. I didn't see him in the ABA, saw him more in the NBA. I saw him win the championship, and that was a lot of fun, but I would love to have seen consistently those 3 men play.
That would be great. I think I'm ready to go in that time capsule right now. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kenneth Faried, and call him Kenneth. He gets mad when you say Ken. He's the manimal, one of the best rebounders in the league. He plays with a tremendous motor. But Faried said, I never looked at myself as just an energy player. I just have a lot more passion than other people in the league. And I play hard. I have talent and passion. Kevin?
A key player for Team USA gold medal in 2014. Thanks, D.A. T, the pass to Tucker. Young outside. Here's T. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Johnson. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Smart. He's right around 9 points a night, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
Boston making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team. And at this point in his career, Marcus Smart, more of a defensive specialist, you know, offensively an improving shooter and an improving decision maker as well. But his defense is where he hangs his hat. And I do think, though, you're starting to see a gradual improvement in terms of his ability to make open shots.
What a tremendous stroke on the 3 ball. Young's range is lethal.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And talking about the defensive prowess of Marcus Smart, there's no question, Greg, at 6'4", 220, he's got almost a football-like build, and I know you like football.
Yeah, if football was his first love, played strong safety and wide receiver, and plays a little bit of that in the NBA as it is. He brings that physicality and fire to the hardwood. It can be an intimidating presence on the defensive side of the floor.
There's a screen. Now, here's Tucker. Not a lot of room. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. T, guarded by Bradley. Nailed from three-point land. And that's now 6 points for T.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Bradley. Expanding his range. Buries it from three-point range. Bradley's got 5 points so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Suns moving the ball around. Young outside. Dudley with a screen for Young. There's the pass to T. Goes back up. Len, good. 6 points for him.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Young with the steal. Here's Tucker. Drains the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 18.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now here's Bradley. He's guarded closely. Here's Horford. Hits the jump hook. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the Suns call time here. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Horford. Hill comes in for Jay Crowder. Brown, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Thomas a screen. Olynyk dishes to Brown. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Brown's got his first bucket in this one. Suns leading by 16. Outside Knight. Lets it go. Passes it to Chris. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Booker kicks to Knight. Takes the three. Offensive rebound.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion, he's a guy the team relies on for that.
Brown kicks to Thomas. 1 second left.
Really a smart defender. Doesn't overreach, plays the man exactly how it's taught.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Suns lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos? I kind of want to go tacos. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Do not let up, gentlemen. Play with the same enthusiasm, and let's get this W.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
Just love watching this guy work on the low blocks. He's got a great sense of which move to make and when.
Crowder and Jerebko are the small and power forwards. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side, and it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 18. Thomas with the ball. Picked by Horford. In the corner, Crowder with it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Nets made a big difference. He had 9 points and was on target the whole night. Didn't miss very much. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
All right, David, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Let's see what he can do for an encore, because certainly the talent is there. It's going to be a very difficult check for the opponent.
And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Well, that tells a story. I mean, they've been far and away the more aggressive team, not just on the boards, but all over the floor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jerebko, and Smart subbed in for Bradley. And Phoenix also making a switch. Barbosa's checked in. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Phoenix.
You really gotta like a lot of the things about the way this offense is flowing right now. Just a solid overall approach in terms of knocking down threes at a high clip and scoring in a variety of other ways.
Celtics trail by 21. Now Smart taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Johnson sets the screen for Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. There's Thomas with the 3.
Boy, 1 out of 4 to begin the second half. Not in rhythm yet.
T the pass to Len. Takes a 3. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from T. T's got 9.
That's what you call working inside out. Drawing the defense in close, kicking it out for the open jump shot. Nice and easy.
Thomas against Young. Launches a 3. And Thomas is good for 3. Thomas got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
Boy, both teams really attacking from downtown right now. This is a long-range battle at the moment.
Kicks to Len. Suns moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. Here's T. They get it back. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. Picked away. Now here is Barbosa. Guarded by Smart. And Young kicks to Barbosa. Pass to T. Fires the 3. The shot missing. And it's Boston the other way. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Shot by Crowder, no good. Phoenix leading by 21.
And Jay Crowder really kind of stuck as a role player in Dallas, sent the Celtics in the Rondo trade, and boy, has he been a culture setter for Boston. The consummate pro, one of the most competitive players in our league, and he's become a difference maker on both ends. I think he's improved tremendously in the past season. Credit him and Coach Brad Stevens.
Timeout called, the Suns. And one of the things that stands out about Jay Crowder is that at 6'6", 235, very physically strong.
Yeah, he plays bigger than his height. Not shy about.
The Suns shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. T, he's in at shooting guard. Jared Dudley out there with Chandler. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Tries a 3. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Young against Thomas. Screen by Olynyk. To the paint. Layup off the pick. And the bucket counts, and he's on it. That sends Kelly Olynyk to the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Suns making a switch here. Len's checked in, and that one misses. With the new TV deal, Doris, a lot of good things in the NBA's future. Is this the golden era of the NBA?
I think that this is the golden era, but it's the golden era because of the level of stars that we have. You have LeBron James, a once-in-a-generation player. Steph Curry redefining the very definition of a good shot. I do not like the criticism that these players have been under of late. I know I did not play in the old NBA, Kevin, but to me, we need to celebrate the game as it's presently composed, and that's, to me, the special part.
Here's T. And it's off from three-point range. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 13 points for Justice Young.
Boy, he's been dead-eyed tonight, and the whole team has prospered from that.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Thomas dishes to Bradley. And the 3 off target. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Len, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, for a shoot-first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
Thomas passes to Olynyk, stolen by Dudley. Here's the break. Here's T, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thomas against Young. Picked by Horford. There's Thomas with the 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. The pass to T. There's the triple. Rebounded by Urebko. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Young against Thomas. He kicks it to Olynyk. No good again that time.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Dudley. Hits the front of the rim and out. Boston's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Stolen away. Here's Young. Passes it to T. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. T's got 11 in the second half.
Just dialed in from the 3-point line in this fourth quarter.
Pouring it in from deep. They have been absolutely unconscious down the stretch.
And here is Olynyk. 6 to shoot. Bradley, that's for 2. The offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Just has a tremendous nose for the ball. Buried his way into position and got the putback.
Now, here is Young. Pass to T. Booker left side. Young outside. And there's the pass to T. Here's the 3. Here's Len. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first one falls, and a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.